The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Victory Friday. Fireman Ed Friday. Fresh off his 65th birthday on the day the Jets stomped the Pats. Fireman Ed joins us in his weekly spot. Jet fans, let's go, baby. Let's hit it and get it started. Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season.
I felt great to be able to play an entire game in front of our amazing fans. Division opponent, felt like we started faster than we have. We were way more efficient. Got a lot of guys involved. A lot of guys made a lot of plays tonight. Felt like the line did a nice job up front. And we had to, finish drives. We did a good job of that.
We talk about a style of playing, a standard, and relentless effort, and 11 hats to the ball, and I felt like we did that. We'll enjoy this one, but come Monday, it's on the Denver.
If the expectation is winning, then we're going to celebrate it, but we should expect to win. The next step is expecting to dominate.
Hey, Ray Romano here. Like I am every year. But this is the year!
We bleed Jet green each and every day. This is not the same old Jet. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jet bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Oh, yes, it is. Welcome in, everybody. Before we bring on the great Fireman Ed, a reminder, because the Jets won, they kicked the crap out of the Pats last night. We have a merch sale. All merch at jakeasman.com is 15% off when you use promo code JETSWIN at checkout. This is until Monday, so take advantage. JETS, Jets. Check it out, jakeasman.com/shop to get your merch today. Joining us right now in his weekly spot is someone I have to imagine had a phenomenal birthday yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Fireman Ed joins us right now. What's up, Ed? Happy birthday.
Thank you. Listen, it was a great night. It was a great night to be a Jet fan. Lord knows we don't have enough of those, but I think there's going to be a lot more in store. When you wake up this morning, Jake, the coffee tasted just a little bit better. The sun shined just a little bit brighter. The skip in my step was just a little bit. I just had a nice big skip in my step. Just felt so good. The Jets just dominated the New England Patriots. They should have called the National Guard last night because the Patriots were getting murdered. And there was, what I kept seeing from the Patriot fans? They were all looking around. There wasn't many of them, by the way, front-running bastards that they are. They were there's always so many of them, the Brady jerseys and the Gronkowskis and the Edelmans and all of that. There was hardly any Patriot fans. I mean, there was hardly any. And the ones that were there, I just said, where's Tommy? There's no more Tommy. They would go, where's Tommy? He's gone. Where he works for Fox now. Tommy did his thing. I have a lot of respect for Tommy. He's the GOAT, no doubt. But we had enough of that.
The best is the ones who were there yelling at them. You guys are now the Jets. Enjoy. Welcome to quarterback hell. Welcome to the pain and misery. Get used to it because it's going to be that way for a while now for them.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. They don't know what they have. They're, it's complete rebuild. When I was hearing before the game, and of course, listen, these are the NFL. They're prideful. These guys are great. They're the best in the world.
Yep.
So you never take anybody for granted. I mean, if you do that, you're not really a football fan because there's no bad team in the NFL. At any given moment, they'll beat you if you don't come to play. You got to come to play because these are the best in the world. And the Patriots are us. They're ravaged, honestly. I mean, before the game, I was like, I wasn't buying it. Their defense is great. I was like, I'm not buying it. I was looking at the roster and I'm looking at the depth chart and I'm going, I don't see it. What are they talking about? And, and once again, when the game started, you seen that it was, we dominated the game, and that game could have been 42-3.
Oh, yeah.
I had my prediction was 37-3. I thought that was what I said on my podcast, the NYJF podcast, by the way.
Which everyone should be subscribing to.
Wednesday nights.
Let's go. Now, we have to just talk about the scintillating performance of our guy, Aaron Rodgers, because we all waited forever for a night like that in that spot, home opener against that team, and for him to do what he did. And Ed, it was instantly early on. You knew he was on fire. He came out, started 6 for 6. If it wasn't for the BS penalty they called on Morgan Moses on the opening drive, they would have scored there too. Right. I mean, he was phenomenal. Watching back the game earlier, some of the throws this guy was making. Oh my God, we have never seen quarterback play like this. And forget just the bar being as low as it is for us as Jet fans, but that's about as good as any quarterback could play in that spot. Forget Jet standards. That was MVP Aaron Rodgers. That was unreal watching that in person last night. I am giddy after thinking back what we saw in person last night.
Well, Jake, we've never had that in our career. When you look at it, we've never really had that guy. And when you look at Aaron Rodgers before he came was always in my mind and most people's mind was he's a top 5 all-time quarterback. He just is. I mean, he's got the complete package. What I am really impressed with, and there's plenty of stuff to be impressed with, but this is the one thing as a diehard football fan that just gets me so excited. When he breaks that huddle, every time he breaks that huddle, when he just goes calmly walking up and you see him just looking, he goes, oh, is that what you're going to do? Okay. We got something for that. And it's like you're looking at him, he's just picking it apart. You know it's coming. And you're like, whoa. There's not a lot of guys in the history of the game that play with that confidence and that mindset and that the brain that this man has. He's meant to be a quarterback. Meant to be a quarterback. If you were going to teach somebody to be a quarterback, you would absolutely put him, because he can run. Showed you that last night. He could still run. Still got something left in the tank. He said, I got to run out of bounds a little faster. I don't know. He's got to run a little faster, but a lot to be excited about, Jake. A lot to be excited about. No doubt.
And you bring up a great point. To me, the first 2 games, he still looked like Aaron Rodgers in the pocket. You could see he was shaking off the rust. But last night, he was running. He was using his legs to buy more time, just to roll out. One of the throws he made to Tyler Conklin, where he bought a couple extra seconds by rolling out and then just threw a bullet and beat the soft spot of the zone. I mean, it was unreal. He's running to pick up first downs. He looked like he was 30, not 40 last night. I figured he'd get better as the season went on and would run a little bit more and extend plays. I didn't think that early he'd be able to do what he did last night from that standpoint. That was unbelievable to see in person.
Well, what about him? Listen, we got a 2-headed monster in the backfield that they're putting in simultaneously. You got double tight ends. You got wide receivers. You got big wide receivers, fast wide receivers. You got Alan Lazard, who said before the season, what was the difference from you last year to this year? And only 2 words, Aaron Rodgers. And, you just look and you go, you could understand why that would be. When I would look at that team in the past couple of years and how frustrated they were, Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall, I could see the frustration with Zach Wilson. But they can't bury him. They don't believe in him, but they can't do that. They're teammates. They know they can't. And to watch the difference is really amazing. And you really have to just grasp it all and enjoy it all. And let's hope that one day there's going to be a statue of that man, number 8, because that means he delivered the elusive, the longing of the Vince Lombardi Trophy in MetLife Stadium. I would love to raise the trophy in MetLife Stadium. Oh, baby. That's our dream, and it's one game at a time. But, I mean, he gives you that ability, like Colin Coward, he's a killer. How he goes, oh, let them think they're, have an extra beer and all of that. And, that's when you're a hater. You know, when you're a hater, you're a hater. And when you're doing something that means something, the haters come out more. I see it today. It's incredible. You know, I'm getting a lot of juice out there, and you know, the haters are out there, man. You know, and you know what it does? It doesn't get me down. The haters don't get me down, Jake. The haters make me stronger. They make me want it more. I want you to do that. Go ahead and do it. Go do it. Come get some. I've been dealing with this all my life, brother. There's a reason. What do you think? I just wear a fire helmet for no reason? Fighting fires ain't easy, and there's a lot to it. And adversity is part of a fireman's. It's in his name. It's the way it is. Let's go. Come on, baby. I'm ready. I'll let you know when it's over. 65 years young. I'll tell you when it's over. It ain't over.
Let's go.
Let's go. Over. It's far from over.
Look at this guy on his birthday. He's living it up. Now, I'd play the interview, Ed, but Amazon won't let me play it. I'll get flagged on YouTube. But just this quote from Rodgers last night on the field. We're trying to change the whole attitude here. Jet fans have been tortured for a long time. This guy just gets it, man. He understands what winning here would do for him. He understands how passionate this fan base is. And it's refreshing. He also had the comment afterwards, hey, like, we expect to win. Now we got to expect to dominate. And just hearing that from a Jet quarterback, I mean, it's just we've never heard it before. This is uncharted territory for all of us.
Hey, he said that when he signed with the Jets.
Yep.
He embraced the history. And I said that on my Instagram, Fireman Ed 42, by the way. I said it on my Instagram when he signed with us. First off, I was crying in my regular living room. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I had kids. I was like, whoa, he wants to play for the Jets. That's unbelievable. And he embraced our history. He embraced what we're about. He's seen the one Lombardi. He's seen the torture of the fan base, the 13 years or 12 years we didn't be in. He knows exactly what he got into. He knows exactly what he got into. And he wants to deliver it. And we need some help from the football gods. And we have the talent. It's there. We got to be able to withstand these major injuries. It looks like we dodged a bullet with my man Morgan Moses there. Looks like he said he's only going to be out for a couple of weeks. And, you know, those are things you can sustain. That's part of football. I mean, every team goes through that. But to have injuries like Jermaine Johnson when you're out for the year, those are killers, man. You can't recover from – if you have too many of them, you can recover. Your team's not one person unless it's your quarterback. But you can't have 4 or 5 guys that are your stars going out for the year. I mean, it's just can't happen. So we got to hope that this doesn't happen.
I'll tell you what. That's why Olu Fashinu's here. He looked good last night filling in at right tackle. I'd like to see that.
He's got some teacher. He's got the two of them. He's got Morgan Moses and the Beast over there. That's probably going to go down as one of the greatest tackles of all time. Tyron Smith is on the other side. So, you know, the sky's the limit, Jake. It's so exciting to see. You know that it's just the tip of the iceberg right now. You're seeing the progress as it's going along. You know what I mean? And the offensive could have scored 40 points last night.
Easily.
I mean, and I think I think when Morgan got hurt, and I think they took the pressure off the gas towards the end of the game. Like, they could have won a little harder, and they didn't. Because I seen Tyrod Taylor. I'm right there. I seen Tyrod Taylor warming up at one point. He was actually warming up.
I thought when it was 24-3, they were going to take Aaron out and put Tyrod in after they kicked the field goal to go up 24-3 I was like, all right, you know what? You're up 21.
Yeah, they weren't looking for 40 points. I wanted 40. I wanted a 50 burger.
Yeah.
I mean, I was yelling to Salah. Pour it on. Pour it on. Pour it on. We need it. We need it. As fans, we need it. But I understand where they're at. I understand it's a new regime, Mayo. It's not Belichick. It's, you know, there's a difference there. So you have to you gotta just forget about your scars. Yeah. All the scars we had from Belichick and Brady. You know what I mean? And we come to find out it was all about Brady. It wasn't Belichick.
All of it. It's so true.
All settled. That's settled. That miserable, rotten existence. I hope the Giants get him. I hope they get him. That'd be great. 73 years old. Yeah, good luck.
You're watching live. Hit the like button if you have a comment or question for Fireman Ed. Super chat it in. So, Ed, you've had now 65 birthdays in your life. Where does yesterday's birthday rank? I'd imagine it's got to be pretty high up.
That was up. I'll tell you, it was an honor. And the Jets did the right thing. They put my birthday on the board and then put me on the screen. I mean, it was an honor. It's just an honor, man. You know, just a true honor that you know, I never take for granted being able to get the Jet chant going, 80,000 to silence them and rock that house. And Lord knows that place was loud.
Oh, my God.
That was one of the loudest I've ever heard it. I think it might have been the loudest. Like, the Jet chants were deafening. Like, it was echoing. It was like echoing. And I was like, oh, shit.
So were the Rodgers chants. They talked about it on the broadcast, watching it back. 21-3 in the third quarter, and we got Aaron Rodgers chants deafening through the building. This fan base is starving, Ed, starving.
Absolutely starving, you know, and it's so humbling to be able to do that, what I do, and I don't take that for granted, you know, and we know the history, you know. I was gone for a couple of years, went through all of that, and, you know, that's fine. It's all good. It's all good. I stand by everything that went on, and I'm good, and I've always loved them. I've never stopped loving them. And the haters are going to hate. You can't control that narrative. So that narrative is I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I want to win a world championship, and I want this fan base, who is such a great fan base. They're so loyal. But after all the nonsense we've gone through all these years, are you kidding me? I mean, listen, we're one of the most suffering fan bases. I mean, when you look at the NFL, we're right there. We're right at the top. Okay? We won the world championship with Joe Willie back in '69. But listen, we've done nothing. Nothing. Let's go. Let's go. It's our time. Listen, let's go. I'm hanging around here. I need this.
Let's go.
I ain't getting any younger, brother.
Let's go. All right, Ed. I mean, you're known for the Jet chant. Apparently, so is this guy.
It's Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed, too.
Jon Gruden loves Fireman Ed. I love Fireman Ed. We all love Fireman Ed.
That's Chucky. That's Chucky. I love Chucky. I did a little piece with him yesterday. It's on his YouTube channel. Man, I'll tell you, the NFL is missing a big piece there. What they did to that guy, you know, listen, we all make mistakes. You know, how about a little forgiveness? I mean, how about a little forgiveness? We're all human beings. All right. You know, he made some emails and some, you know, different stuff. We know it. It's well known. You know, everybody deserves a second chance. All right. Yeah, that guy he should be in the NFL. He should be back on the sideline. That guy was a staple. I mean, a great head coach. I mean, just a great coach, a great character. You know, we all make mistakes. You know, we can't have a society where, oh, yeah, you're outlawed. What do you mean? All right. He's human. You know, admit you're wrong and let's go. Let's, you know, we have to have a little more forgiveness in this life. You know, we're all human beings. We all make mistakes. It happens. You know, I'm not saying it's right and I'm condoning it. What I'm saying is that, come on, we got to give people, you know, everybody, you know, makes mistakes in life.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see him get back into the NFL. I think they did the wrong thing. It's not right what they did then.
Well, what's crazy about that situation is he basically lost his job for emails that were leaked in the investigation involving Dan Snyder and the Redskins. These are emails when he was not even working for the Raiders. So it's just a decade ago.
And it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've all had stuff that, you know, you're not proud of. And, you know, you try to be a better human being as you grow, right? I mean, that's what life's about, is growing. And you know, don't be that guy that's throwing rocks in glass houses.
Amen.
You know, don't be that guy. So, you know, I wish Chucky, I had a ball doing his thing. He's so intense. He is the real deal. Gruden is the real deal, man. I mean, you know, I was so fired up when I did him. I had no problem doing what I did with him. It was like natural, because he gets the best out of you. Imagine playing for him. Imagine playing for him. You know, so, you know,
we're talking with the great Fireman Ed in his weekly spot. Ed joining us after his 65th birthday, and Ed, I think it's time for me to crack open some Fireman Ed lager here.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
Let's go.
Cheers to your birthday, a Jet W, smashing the Patriots. No one's got it better than us right now, baby.
Oh, baby, I got to get me. I have them downstairs. I had quite a few last night after the game. Last night. I was sitting at my tailgate of my actual tailgate of my truck, and having quite a few lagers. I had a nice cigar, a little victory cigar, and enjoyed until the state trooper said it's time to go. I didn't leave till the state troopers told me I had to leave, because you don't get those chances. So thank God for my wife. She drove. She don't drink, so it all worked out for me.
I love it. Hit the like button for Fireman Ed. If you're one of the 400 people watching live right now, if you have a comment or question for Ed or myself to answer, super chat it in. That's the best way. Before we do that, Ed, gotta play a clip. So yesterday you were kind enough to invite me to your little pregame birthday party. We had Justin Pugh there hanging out, becoming a Jet fan for the day. A bunch of the excellent Jet content creators were there. And then this happened. What a day it was. And Ed, we got to talk about the helmet that you wore, because you told me, and I tweeted it, and it went viral. The helmet you wore yesterday is the first time you wore that helmet for a Jet game, you told me, since 1997. Can you tell the backstory to the helmet you wore at the game yesterday?
Yeah, well, what happened was when I first got on the job, I got on the FDNY in '87. So we went up to Buffalo in '88. It was '88 or '89, either one. Don't hold me to the fire for that one. It's either '88 or '89. I think it was '88. And a guy by the name of Johnny Cirillo, who's still a captain in Rescue 1 in FDNY. Great guy, Johnny, the best. And this guy, Frankie Campisi, painted this helmet and he wore it up in Buffalo. So I says to him, I said, Johnny, I said, you think I could wear that next home game? Because I was doing the Jet shit, but I didn't, fly a helmet. And he goes, sure, Eddie, you can wear it. So I wore it, and that night I forget who we beat, but the NFL Countdown, Chris Berman and Tom Jackson led the show with me on my brother's shoulders. Frankie, love him, God miss him. My brother had me on his shoulders, and we were doing a Jet chant, and he goes, there is Fireman Ed, leading the Jet faithful in J-E-T-S, Jets. Oh, my God. I looked, I went, oh, my God. And Fireman Ed was born, man, from Chris Berman. Named me Fireman Ed. So this helmet was back. They painted it in '88, '89, and Johnny Cirillo gave me the helmet, man. He said, "It's yours, brother. It's yours." And I wore it for 10 years. Wore it for the first 10 years, and then Parcells came in '97, and in '98 we changed to the white helmets, and I've been wearing a white helmet ever since. So now they went back to the green. I was going to restore this, but I just like it the way it was. All I did was I went up on a shelf, went in the archives, went up on the shelf, and I went like this. Not bad. I think let me try this bad boy on. It's been a while. So I said it was '98. So I haven't worn it in 26 years. I said, maybe I got a little fat. I don't know. I got to see. Put it on. Ooh. Fit like a charm. I said, I think I'm going to have to wear this. So when I went last night to the game, the fans went crazy. They loved the retro. They loved it. They loved the old school. That's old school. Everybody loves old school. Everybody loves old school. They love old school sneakers. Everybody loves old school. This is old school.
It's phenomenal. And it's perfect, right? Because the Jets now, with Rodgers back playing, he never had to wear the crappy jersey in a regular season game, right? He's wearing the all white last year. They wore the green and white yesterday. Just they can wear green at home, and it's exciting to actually watch the Jets play football. It was thrilling to watch an offense go up and down the field. They had more first downs in the first half yesterday, Ed, than they had in several games last year. It was insane watching that play out.
27 first downs. Time of possession over 40 minutes. That's a total domination. That's what I wanted them to do against the Niners. Obviously, the Niners are a different breed, but we'll get to them when we get to them. Very, very impressive. I don't want to hear how bad the Patriots are because nobody was saying that when they beat the Bengals and then they went into overtime with the Seahawks.
Yep.
Oh, the Patriots are a better team than everybody gives them credit for. Now the Patriots aren't good because we beat their ass. Like we beat their ass. Now they're not that good. So, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to we're going game by game. And I mean that. Game by game. I don't want to hear it. Don't start jumping into Minnesota, into the Bills. No. We got the Broncos. And Aaron's going to have something to say with Sean Payton on that sideline.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think they're not going to. Don't think that the Jets are. If the Jets have an opportunity to do something and really beat them up, don't think the foot's going to come off the pedal on that one. I can tell you that's not going to happen because Rodgers is going to tell Salah, keep pushing. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes.
100%.
So, but one game at a time. Let's win that one. Let's enjoy this. We got some time to enjoy this. The fruits of our labor. Lord knows we deserve it as fans. We've done nothing but suffer, really. I mean, it's a wonderful. He says, why they had to throw me out of the parking lot last night? The truth is, they say, 5 minutes, you gotta go. I don't want to go. I said, my man, the police officer. I said, my man, I don't want to. He goes, I understand, but you gotta go. I said, all right, I go. I obey the law.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Rob Basil writes in, love last night's game. Vintage Rodgers. If we see this all season, this team's going to be dangerous. Love the community. And Jake, you're the man. Rob, appreciate the support. I mean, Jet fans are the greatest. Ed, you know it better than anyone. I mean,
The best.
Last night was 20 years in the making for the starving fan base, at least. Unreal.
It was wonderful to see. I was looking at all the expressions on the faces of the fans. So nice. It was actually a party. It was a real enjoyable party. I said, like you said before, what better on your birthday? On my 65th birthday, I had my family there. Everybody was there. It was my good friends. Everybody was there. It couldn't have gone any better. Like I said, when I woke up this morning, the coffee just tasted better. Oh, you know what? Tonight, Jake, I had a few last night. I normally don't have cocktails tonight. We go out for a little dinner, me and my wife, because it's me and my wife tonight. Just take me out a little dinner for the birthday. I'm going to have me a couple of martinis tonight. I'm going to have a couple martinis because you know what I'm going to be thinking? This is for the New York Football Jets. It's the only game in town. Jet life is the real life. You're going from this life.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a surprise for Fireman Ed. It is, of course, the day after his birthday. So we have a special guest that's coming on to sing happy birthday to you, Ed. Here we go.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course. Hey, hi, Fireman Ed. How you doing?
Hey, Bobby, how are you? Bobby,
I remember talking to you before, remember?
Yes.
I want to ask, my brother said hi to you. He wants to ask if you go into the Halloween game.
I'll be there. Of course, I'll be at the Halloween game. Let's we'll play the Texans, right?
Halloween night, Thursday night football again.
Let's go.
He has a fireman's helmet. He wants to know if you could sign it for him.
1,000,000%. It'd be my pleasure. I think there might be a few people that are going to be imitating Fireman Ed. It's going to be their
costume. You're a great guy. That's why.
So I'm told. I mean, that's an honor. That's just an honor and a privilege to have.
The Jets looked great yesterday, didn't they? Let's give it to the Jets.
Listen, one game at a time. Let's go. We have big plans. There's big plans.
I got to tell you, one team really stinks, though, is the Giants. They stink.
Listen, Giants have had a lot of success for a lot of years.
I know that.
They went to 5 Super Bowls. They won 4. I don't have any. Listen to me. I don't want to hear the pity. They had their time. They've had a lot of fun. When they go 56 years like we have, then I may feel for them. I may go, all right,
No, I understand that.
I get it. 56 years, but not a decade. not a decade.
Right.
No.
I understand that.
You can't talk to me like that. No, that's impossible.
All right,
Okay,
Bobby,
you
you got to
ready
sing
for your
happy birthday to
surprise?
Ed, all right?
Let me
You
hear
ready
the
for your
song.
surprise?
Yeah.
Okay, put me in full screen, Jake. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Fireman Ed. Happy birthday to you. And I hope you had a great night. How's that?
Love it. I was dancing while you were singing it. Thank you, Bobby.
Well, you
Bobby.
deserve it. It's a belated birthday, but I wasn't there. I could have done it live for you, but I was.
He was
I
a little busy last night, Bobby. He had 80,000 people to lead.
I was supposed to be there, but I
serenading
got
me.
sick. So now I'm going to be at the Halloween game. We're going to be down there. We're going to see you, Fireman Ed, and
Love
you,
it.
Jake.
You got it, Bobby.
Rodgers shirt you got?
I love it. I love it. Great job, Bobby. Great job.
Look forward to seeing you, Bobby. Thank you for that wonderful rendition of Happy Birthday, Fireman.
There it is. There it is. Lumpy with a super chat. Happy birthday to two of the best real Jet fans. I'm proud to have you guys represent us. JETS.
Thanks,
Jets.
Loopy.
The Lump Man. Jack writes in. Here we go. I've been a long-suffering Jet fan my whole life. I want to thank Fireman Ed for the energy and positivity. I always say, if he keeps showing up, we can too. Well said. Well said, Jack.
You can count on that, my brother.
Matthew writes in. Ed, can you imagine a post-Super Bowl game party on Bourbon Street? Pinch me. I'm dreaming.
Oh, I long for that day. I long for that day. See, what would happen is if the football gods give us an opportunity to win the Super Bowl in New Orleans, no less. We come home, we have the parade. I have big plans for after the parade. You know, there'll be a Fireman Ed bus. We will be going from county to county, bar to bar, jet bars that I have all a list of them. And we will bring a replica Lombardi trophy, and we will have a big celebration with all the different Jet fans in Queens and Brooklyn and Long Island and Westchester and Jersey and Connecticut. We're just going to go, well, I hope that happens, because then after that happens, that'll be about a week and a half. Then they got to put me in rehab. I got to go rehab.
A well-earned trip to rehab, if I might add.
I got to go. It's time.
I love it.
My wife will go, that's it. It's time. It's time. You got to go.
Amazing. Amazing. Ed, you are a legend. You're the man. It was great to see you yesterday. I can't wait to see you at the home games throughout the year. Happy birthday. Thanks for everything you do for this fan base, man. I mean, I've seen it in person. You get mobbed every time you show out in public, and you always take pictures with everyone. It doesn't matter who. You're the best. Thank you for coming on this show every week. I can't wait to talk to you on future days after Jet wins. I mean, who's got it better than us? 2 Jet wins in 4 days? What? What world are we living in?
Do me a favor, that Fireman Ed beer. Show that Fireman Ed beer. Listen, guys, that all the proceeds, 100% goes to John Monhay from Norfolk, Virginia, big Jet fan. You see the QR code on it? There's a QR code. If you can, I would love you to purchase it. Maybe click on, if you could spare a few dollars. We're trying to get him to walk again, okay? And he's a wonderful, wonderful guy. Wonderful.
I met him yesterday. John's a great guy.
Three girls. He's in a wheelchair. He's battling. His father was an Air Force, career Air Force man there. He's tremendous. What a family. And I got to meet him, and all those proceeds for that beer. So if you can go out and spend a few dollars, get a Fireman Ed lager. It actually tastes pretty good.
It's really good.
It really is. And it's a lager. It's nice. And you can get it in Bolero Snort in Carlstadt, New Jersey. Call them up. They may send it out to you. And let's support John. 100% goes to him. I don't get anything. Not one penny. It's all going to John. Appreciate
why you're the best,
brother.
Ed. That's why you're the best.
All right, brother.
I'll talk to you soon. Happy birthday, Ed.
Enjoy your weekend.
You too. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Fireman Ed in his weekly spot on the show. What a man. What a day yesterday was, Jet fans. Surreal. Absolutely surreal. M. Gilardi, love you, Fireman Ed. The coffee tasted better today. That it did. Phil M., I feel bad for Moses, but Fashanu was good when he came in. He was the extra blocker on Hall's touchdown and made a big hole on the left side for Brees. Olu could play. He could play. You won't find a better swing tackle in the NFL than Olu Fashanu. Yeah. And the fact that the Jets actually won a huge game and the human sacrifice they had to make is not season ending, that's a good omen. The reports are Morgan Moses will miss a couple of weeks. My prediction is he probably is back after the London game. I think he plays Monday night against Buffalo. That's my prediction. But this is why you have Olu Fashanu. Hopefully Tyron Smith stays healthy, so we're not starting, Carter Warren or Max Mitchell at tackle soon. Or I guess they'd start at right tackle. They'd move Olu to left. Anyway. Hey, before we get to some of your calls here, I'll post the Gusbuster hotline link. Reminder that tonight I'm doing a meetup, an in-person event. I'm going on Joe Beningo's podcast, the Oh the Pain podcast. Joe's doing a live taping at the Hackensack Brewing Company this evening. 7:30 we start. I'll be there around 7. There's going to be some giveaways. I'll be giving out some Asmaniac gear. The Hackensack Brewery is going to have Joe's Oh the Pain beer there. So 7:30 tonight. If you don't have Friday night plans, come hang out with Joe B and I. And if you missed it, Beningo came on earlier at 10 a.m. today to give his thoughts on the Jets kicking the living you-know-what out of the Patriots. Today's Jake Asman show is presented by my friends at Huga House. You can get a Huga House hat 15% off when you use promo code Asman at checkout. So get the hat Aaron Rodgers always wears by going to HugaHouse.com. And for a limited time, the year 20 Aaron Rodgers hats from Huga House are available. When you use promo code Asman at checkout, you could get 15% off. Buy one hat, get the second hat, 30% off. But I'd imagine these are selling out by the end of the weekend. So I'd go quickly if you're interested in the Huga House hats that honor Aaron Rodgers' 20th year in the NFL. Comments, questions, super chats will cut the line. Here's what I want to do. All right. I want to give the Jet fan some Jet fan porn. Ladies and gentlemen, here's ESPN NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky breaking down the best of Aaron Rodgers from last night.
One of the big takeaways from the game is you got to see all levels of the greatness of Rodgers. The talent, but obviously the experience and the awareness and the IQ. And then really you saw consistency within the offense. And then the third part is how much Garrett Wilson does for this offense. So this is like your original run pass option. These are run alerts where run plays are called, and oftentimes you'll tag if you have the quarterback and the receivers that can handle it. Hey, if this defender plays super soft, we'll just kick it to you out in space. Lazard, been with Aaron a long time. These are conversations. Hey, if this guy's 10, 12 yards off to the field, don't be surprised if I just rise up and throw it to you. That's a run play, okay? Everybody's running. This is not a pass. This is a designed run that just these two guys have the connection on. That's the original run pass option, but it's the original pre-snap. Aaron's making that determination really pre-snap what he's going to do. Vintage, him and Devontae Adams many times. This is really the one down in the red zone. Again, this is a run play. Everybody's zoning off to the right. And this time they're bubbling because he's got a cut split. They bubble Lazard away. And it's the same premise of if that defender is going to play soft and off, I'm just going to rise up and throw it to you. And then it turns literally to recess. One-on-one. Go make a play. This is and he's making this determination. Essentially, he's not reading defenders after the ball gets snapped. Essentially, this is pre-snap. Go kick it to him. How easy is that? Now you're going to ask, well, why doesn't everybody do this? Well, because you don't trust everybody to do it the right way. Rodgers has earned that. Certainly, the receivers is with him as well. Second of all, you have to have a remarkably quick arm and release to get this done. Similar thought. Garrett's up top. This is a run play. This is not a pass play. This is not, a screen or whatnot. He's making this really determination on his own. Soft corner on the outside. Boom, Garrett, go make a play. Boom, first down. This dude's one of the best ever, man. Slant up top to Garrett. Man coverage. Look at he's one of the best ever. All right, the nerd part of the play. It's a slant. Aaron loves this play. It's a bunch of slants down here. It's one-on-one slant and the back right now to the flat. Nerd part of it is it's man-to-man coverage. So as that safety drops down, he's got the back in man. And so Aaron like sets his body and completely sets his eyes staring here to get this guy to feel like I'm throwing this flat, to get him to commit to not hanging vertically. Because even though it's man, if a quarterback like stares right here where Garrett's going to be, this guy could like hang maybe and really ruin the timing of the play and then drive if you throw the flat and make the tackle. So Aaron completely is committed to throw in that flat route right now. But just watch the back angle of his feet. You want to talk about a guy that completely has remarkable understanding of feel for a drop. Dun, dun, dun. You would never teach anybody to do that. You should. Dun, dun, dun. There's definitely a 3-step drop, and look how open he is. We see his number the whole time. He never closes his body off, and then it's just torque. He's the best, man.
It's stupid. Stupid. This guy is one of the greatest to ever play. And last night we saw why. He had been giving you little glimpses in the first 2 weeks. The game-winning drive on Sunday in Tennessee was sensational. This was an entire game of that. The guy's one of the all-time greats. And we got that for 4 quarters as the Jets kicked the crap out of the Patriots.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh. Boom!
We're trying to change this whole attitude around here. You know, we're trying to build something special here. Get these fans that believe in us. They've been tortured for a long time, but it's great to be a Jet.
Hell yeah, it is. It's great to be a Jet, baby. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go. We hit 38K earlier this week. I want 39K. I want 40K. I want 50K. Jet fans, you guys are the greatest. Love you all. Join the Patreon if you want bonus content, if you want access to the Discord, if you want info about the London parties we have planned. If you're going to London, if you're a Jet fan, that's in the Discord already. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Huge shout out to Elias Flores, Roger Anthony, Nico B, Marcano Dynasty, and Blake McLaughlin for being our most recent Patreon subscribers. Also, Roger Anthony just signed up. Thank you, thank you, thank you to your support on Patreon. Let's go, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now raining gift memberships all of a sudden. Oh, baby.
It's J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed, too.
Rio Jimenez, Papanera, Jordan Victor, P-Viz, Dylan Tierman. Thank you, Dylan. Or thank you, excuse me, Addison. How about a 5 spot from Rick Kent? Rick Kent in the house, dropping 5. Count it. 5. Channel. Memberships. Let's go. Amon Bricker, Kiko Man, John Lasicki, and Luke Morel, Ryan Dezerwa. Definitely bungled that one. You were all channel members. Let's go. That's 10. That's 10. Keep it going. Make it rain. Channel memberships. All right, time for your calls. Ladies and gentlemen, Tristan is first up. What's up, Tristan?
My brother. Oh, shit. I'm an Asmaniac now. 1, 2. My just 2 quick points because, I like to keep it quick and get out of here. Do you think that Breece Hall, with the emergence of Braylon Allen, is now, instead of Malachi Corley being our Deebo Samuel, he's now, of course, he's still our main quarterback, running back, but he's going to be taking the Deebo Samuel reps that was originally intended for Malachi Corley when we drafted him?
I don't know if those reps were actually intended for Corley right away. I think Corley is like a developmental receiver. Allen clearly could play right away. Like he's going to have a role no matter where they put him. I think I think it's kind of split, right? Because I think Brees is such a good receiver. You're going to line him up in the backfield and out wide. I mean, in motion, Brees, a lot of times when they were the two back set, it was Brees going out, lined up, just trying to get him on a backer, like what we saw in Tennessee. So I think it's going to be a game by game thing, right? I mean, like Conklin was quiet for 2 weeks, then he broke out last night. I think it's going to be very matchup dependent who gets the ball. There could be a week where Malachi Corley's featured more.
Yes. Second thing, I agree, first and foremost. But, man, I know we all wanted to kill Alan Lazard last year, but I think it's just safe to say that he gave up. I feel like he felt like no matter how hard he was going in this group project, it just wasn't going to be a success. And he was taking plays off and different stuff like that. And now that he's motivated, I'm willing to give him a completely different, separate chance to be the player that he could be for us. And to any Jet fan out there that wants to go to a road game, I definitely recommend, when we play the Titans again in Tennessee, I recommend that. I had so much fun. Fans were cool. Great stadium, great experience. And my last thing is, next time you talk to Ed, ask him if he could tell us what section he's going to be in when he's on the road games. Maybe not super far ahead of time, but like, it's just a whole bunch of different Jets fans trying to do the JETS chant, and we're all out of sync. If we know where he is, we could possibly point to him and, sync up on road games.
I love
That's
it.
all I got.
We need our leader on the road. I love it.
Exactly.
Tristan, you're the man. Great call, dude. Yeah, man, I'll be in London, so I'm excited for that. That'll be the next road game I go to. I'd like to see a Jet win on the road. I didn't see any last year. I was 0 for 2. I'm choosing to believe that was because we didn't have Aaron Rodgers and we had Zach Wilson, rather than me being the reason they lost. But I guess we'll find out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Dolphin fan who is upset that Jet fans are happy. Daniel Meehan says, I've never seen a fan base pump their chest for beating a team that's going to lose 12 or 13 games. I don't want to hear this horse shit from you, Daniel. I really don't. I really don't. You're watching a Jet show. We kicked the crap out of a team that has owned us for most of our lives, for 20 years. I don't want to hear it. All I heard going into this game was how good the Patriots defense was, and Aaron Rodgers shredded them, ate them for breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, and a late night snack. I don't want to hear it. All right? Don't want to hear it. Go be sad about Tua. We didn't have Aaron Rodgers for an entire season. We had him for 4 plays. I don't want to hear it. You're watching a Jet channel. Go watch TD Fins Talk. Pump up the Dolphins and Skylar Thompson, because I don't have patience for your nonsense. Goodbye.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the Sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
I mean, really? You don't understand the significance of the Jets beating the shit out of the Patriots? Excuse my language, but I'm fired up. What an asinine comment. But I would expect nothing less from Dolphins fans who pump their chest. Meanwhile, you haven't won a playoff game since Bill Clinton was in office. At least as Jet fans, we know we suck. We know we've been terrible. We're loyal. You go to a Dolphins game and it's a road team playing. Half the stadium is their team's fans. I was talking to Justin Pugh yesterday, who's doing a series on his YouTube channel where he goes to Thursday night games every week. That's why he was a Jet fan for the day yesterday and hung out with me and Fireman Ed and came to L5. He said when he did the Dolphin game last Thursday, it was 70% Bills fans. So please, I don't want to hear it. All right? The Dolphin fan base can't even support their own team. And you're going to try and lecture Jet fans for being excited after we pip slap the Patriots? Are you kidding me? Get lost. See you in 24 hours. Oscar the Grouch writes in, Fireman Ed and Joe B on the same day. Jake, you're on fire. I mean, those two are the best. All right, I'm doing Joe's pod tonight in person, so I get double Joe today. I mean, as a guy who grew up listening to Joe and Evan every day, who would bring a transistor radio to school on Monday mornings at their Jet game so I could listen to their 10 a.m. monologue, it's a dream come true. And Ed's the man. I mean, I've gotten to know him the last couple of years. He is truly one of the most genuine, awesome people. So I'm glad they're part of our show. Boyd Green will be joining us tomorrow. He's normally in this time slot on Fridays. He'll be with us tomorrow morning at 11. I mean, you guys make it possible, man. This show has exploded. More of your calls right now. Let's say hello to Indy Jets. What's up, Indy Jets?
Let me get back on here. Hey, Jake, how you doing?
What's up, Indy? How we doing?
Good. I mean, how does it feel to have a victory Friday?
I mean, when was the last time the Jets won 2 games in 4 days? I mean, my God.
Yeah, I don't have my memory. I'm old enough. My memory's not that good. Hey, I wanted to touch, but one thing we haven't seen is Brees's breakout. That breakout plays that we would get last year, 2-3 plays a game. That long pass, that long run. But what he's lacking in that, I don't know if you really noticed or not, his blocking ability. He's got to be one of the best in the league as a number 1 running back to be the best block. I mean, what he does for Rodgers and picking up blocks, if you just watched him do that, is amazing.
Yeah, you're right. And there was a viral tweet he had about that last night. He took a big shot to keep Aaron clean on one of the plays in the red zone. And Brees has been pretty good, though, man. I have him on my fantasy team. He's still giving me like 16 points every game. He hasn't had that game where he has 170 scrimmage yards, but that's coming, man. I think it's, as we saw, it's only 3 games, right? Like Conklin was the big star last night on offense. Like there's going to be plenty of games where I think Brees is going to feast.
Oh, this is what I'm excited about. Let him, if he can rest for, not really rest, but if he can, kind of take it easy at the beginning of this season, him and Allen can split it. And then when it's needed and he has to reach down deep, he's going to have gas come the playoffs. He's going to have a full tank.
100%. 100%.
But yeah, if you get, I just made the point of watching him block, even when he's not involved. He blocks like a fullback. He is not afraid to take on anybody.
No, you're 100% right about that. Brees is a complete back, as Rodgers has talked about.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to talk about, man. I appreciate you. Love the comment last night. I watched it this morning. It won't go away after 4 hours. I spit my damn drink out when you said that last night. Thank you very much.
I was a little buzzed last night for that post game.
Yeah. Well, I think as most of us were.
Yeah, absolutely. Andy,
all right, man. I appreciate you.
Indy Jets, ladies and gentlemen. Someone said he looks like Jim Irsay in the chat. I thought that was funny. Indy, you're a good man. Ladies and gentlemen, I know what we need right now, right? We're all juiced up. Some of us might need to see a doctor, as Indy brought up. Something's lasted longer than 4 hours after last night. Ladies and gentlemen, what we need right now is a dose of the Lane Train.
Hi, how are you? Bruce Hall. That's good.
Hey, Lane, you're on mute. Unmute your mic.
Hi, now do you hear me?
I hear you, Lane. How are you?
Good. So I'm sorry I didn't call in last night. It was so late.
Did you see the game?
What a great game, actually. I do want to talk about the injury to Moses.
Moses Malone?
Yeah, but Moses Malone. So how long do you think he'll be out for?
The initial report is that he will be out for a couple of weeks, so maybe 2 or 3 games.
And so the Jets don't play this week.
They do not play. They
week 4.
They'll play on the 29th next Sunday against the Denver Broncos.
That's a good team, though.
They suck. No, they're not.
Yeah. We could beat them and make it 3-1.
We'll beat them
because they have a good team, the Jets. So everybody keeps talking about the Jets getting who's his name?
You seem tired,
DCK.
Lane. You tired?
Yeah, DCK. His name is Roddick.
Josh Reddick?
Yeah, Josh Reddick.
No new information there.
Yeah, any news if they're going to sign him or not?
Yeah, I hope so, but it doesn't appear like there's anything new as of now.
Yeah, and on the other hand, that was a great game. They came out. There was some fumbles. And so how do you feel about Hackett? Do you think
I think he called a good game last night. I like how they threw early. I like the
Yeah.
use of the running backs. I like the personnel decisions they used. I mean, I thought I thought the coaching staff as a whole was excellent last night. They did exactly what you would have hoped.
Fireman's birthday? I want to wish him also that. Yeah, happy birthday, Fireman Ed.
Absolutely, Lane. Now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What did you think of Aaron Rodgers' performance? He was pretty good, huh?
Yeah, he did well. And yeah, I mean, finally I got to see. Excuse me, just a mucus drip. They have won 2 games finally.
They're 2-1 for the first time since 2015, Lane. What do you think?
I think it's good. I mean, I'm just happy that Aaron Rodgers did not get injured after what happened last year when they played the Bills.
Absolutely.
Because that was a really terrible game, the way they played. Now, I want to ask you something.
Yes, Lane?
How do you feel about Fireman Ed screaming his head off at the game last night? Because I saw it on TV.
How do I feel about it? I love it. Not only did he scream his head off at the game, he screamed his head off at his birthday party I went to before the game.
That's funny. He really got into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for taking my call.
Lane, thank you for making the call. I hope you have a great weekend and
You too.
you enjoy yourself, all right?
Okay.
Bye, Lane.
Hi. Sorry, everybody. See you next call when we talk about sports again.
The Lane Train. One of the greats. Let's say hello to Indomitable. He's next. What's up, Indomitable?
Jake, what's going on, man?
What's up, dude?
I want to give a shout out to all the Jets fans, especially Joe B and Fireman Ed and all the elder ones, man, that they've been through everything and enjoying wins like this. It's amazing for them. I called yesterday. I say it was going to be 35-10 and that we needed to dominate. It was 24-3 and exactly what I told you yesterday. Start fast, dominate on both sides of the ball. We had like 10 minutes or more of time of possession through the on each quarter up until the 4th. So basically, we made a statement, and that's what I wanted it to see. A lot of people are making the asinine comment that it was against the Patriots. I don't care if it was against the Yukon Huskies or a high school team. You don't get paid in the NFL to beat the good teams. You get paid to beat everybody. Next week is going to be the 4th game of the season, 25% of the season. So it's going to be a crucial game as well. And we can go 3-1 heading into the London game. So that's an asinine comment. And lastly, the whole of season, almost once a day, people used to ask you, hey, Jake, what do you think about Salah as a coach? And you kept saying the same answer. I haven't seen him with a real quarterback. So now we are seeing Salah with a real quarterback and what he can do. Remember, Belichick without Brady, he's a pedestrian coach. Look at Zach Taylor before Joe Burrow got there. Even Todd Bowles, our ex-coach. So having a good quarterback can make you even a better coach, or at least what Rodgers is doing besides the talent that he has. I mean, in my eyes, the greatest quarterback ever, is that he's giving us an identity, an edge. I mean, for God's sake, a couple of years ago, you had freaking Bryce Petty throwing the ball to David Clowney. The Jets, we have an identity that we can go into January, Rodgers under center, the 2 killer bees behind, and a nasty defense. So I wanted to give you that credit because the whole of season I kept hearing you saying, hey, I haven't seen Salah with a quarterback. I haven't seen him. So now we can make a better judgment. Not that I love the guy, but now we can have a better judgment on him because he has a good quarterback. Thank you for taking the call, Jake.
Absolutely. Great call. Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you Robert Saleh is Vince Lombardi, but I mean, he's had no chance with his quarterback situation for the first 3 years, and they still won more games statistically than any team that's ever had an offense that bad. Like Samini did a whole story on this before the year. No one should celebrate 7 wins the last 2 years, but 7 wins with historically bad quarterback play is not nothing. They beat some pretty good teams in that stretch too. They had the defense, and yesterday I was really impressed with the scheme. They blitzed more than they've ever blitzed in a game the last 2 years. They had a good plan. The big criticism for this staff and this regime the last few years is they start too slow. Well, they started hot yesterday. This should have been 17-3 at halftime if Zerline hit the kick. I mean, they kicked the shit out of the Patriots. Let's call it for what it is. You take out like the garbage time yards New England had last night at the end of this game, and the yard disparity is even more egregious than 400 to 139 it ended up being. I mean, the Jets had the ball for 40 minutes of the 60-minute game. It was insane. There was real coaching last night. If you don't see it, I can't help you. And yeah, New England's not good. You're supposed to do that. They have a good defense, though. Let's not do the revisionist history now. All I heard from the national pundits, the Mina Kimes of the world, oh, New England's defense, oh, this, oh, that. Yeah, they have a good defense. You know what? Aaron Rodgers cooked them. Talk about that. Cooked them. That wasn't good quarterback play. That was MVP quarterback play. There's not many games I can think of where a Jet quarterback ever played that well, especially against that team. Oh, my God, did that make it more special? Boba Jet, Super Chat, cuts the line, coming from Dolphins fans who are pumping their chests after barely beating the bad Jaguars. Get the fuck out of here. I'm with you, man. I don't want to hear from Dolphins fans. I love the Patriot fans being like, oh, congrats on your Super Bowl win. Congrats on sucking. Welcome to quarterback hell. You had your run. It is over. You're now the New York Jets. Have fun. Have fun. You're going to hell, so bring your sunblock. Assholes. God, I can't stand the Patriots and their fans. The worst. The worst fans in all sports. Ryan, Super Chat, cuts the line. Happy Victory Friday. 24-3 is a great win, but it felt like it should have been more. Hopefully a sign of trending things to come. I think that's been an encouraging sign these last 2 games. They are just scratching the surface of what they could be. Mike D's nuts in the house. Moving the goalposts. Gotta love it. Mike, I want you to know, no pressure, but the next time you gift a membership, I got a new drop for you I think you're going to like. Oh, my God. Amazing. Victor says, you beat a trash New England team, not Buffalo or KC. You mean the Buffalo Bills or the Jets have beaten with Zach Wilson the last 2 years? Don't give me Kansas City. Kansas City's in a different league. By the way, the Jets almost beat them last year. Probably should have. They get hosed on Taylor Swift night for the NFL. I don't want to hear it. You play who's on your schedule. The Jets are now 2-1. You got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Aaron Rodgers looked good against a really good defense, right? We can't have revisionist history. We can't now say, oh, it doesn't matter because New England sucks. They're not good on offense. They have a good defense. They beat the Bengals week 1. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. All right, Victor. Oh, Victor. Oh. I'm hanging out with Joe B tonight. So, Victor, here's what I'm going to do for you, all right? I'm going to give you one of these, and we'll see you in 5.
Here it is. Little Victor Cruz dance. Oh, Victor. Woo. We're doing a little salsa, baby. Yeah. Woo.
Clowns. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Clifton's next. Hey, Kyle.
What's going on, Jake? Do you know what fan Victor is of? What team he's a fan of?
I don't. I'm guessing it's probably a team in the AFC East, though.
Right, because I'm wondering what Victor and Daniel do when their team beats the Patriots this year. Do they celebrate with quiet reserve, or like how does that work? Like you're supposed to celebrate after the team that's been beating up on you for 20 years, and you take them to the woodshed. That's what you're supposed to do. It's that simple.
Yep.
I think that the Patriots do have a good defense, and I expected a little bit less than last night, and I was pleased that Saleh and the staff had a great plan. Penalties are still a little high. I was trying to enjoy today, but I keep on thinking about it a little bit. It's something that we need to clean up. Obviously, we have a little wary eye on the injuries with Morgan Moses, and hopefully seeing if we can get the person who won't be named back in the building, but hopefully we'll make some some progress on that front this coming week. But I mean, there's a great deal of reason for optimism. But I mean, the Broncos now are squarely in the crosshairs. If we ever had payback coming to the Patriots, we certainly have it coming to the Broncos as well. I can't wait. That's a home game, correct?
Broncos is a home game, and Jet fans, if you're going, enjoy it. It's the only 1:00 p.m. home game until December.
Yeah, I think the 24/7 guys did a buy on that game, I believe.
They did.
But,
yeah, I was going to join them, but unfortunately, one of my good friends decided to schedule a wedding on a Sunday. Good God.
That could be worse, Jake. You could have 2 or 3 soccer games every Sunday. But, yeah, that's basically all I had. Great deal for optimism. 1 second, honey. And go Jets.
Kyle, go Jets. Well, you got to get some Jets gear on, though, Kyle. I love this country as well, but, you know, we got the USA flag. We need the Jet gear on, baby. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, Victor. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is someone who called into DNR this morning and gave Dave Rothenberg the business with his excitement about the Jets. Purple Belt Mike is next. What's up, PBM?
Let's go, baby. Let's go. So I'm just going to reiterate what I said in the morning because it was perfect. So we got an epic performance by our newly regenerated quarterback that's elite, baby. Aaron Rodgers. Let's go. Let's fucking go. And the best part about it was they were all saying, oh, we should have got Broderick Jones, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Broderick Jones has been benched 2 or 3 times already, and he got benched again on Sunday. Will McDonald, absolute stud.
E-I-E-I-O.
Yeah, if Reddick doesn't want to go on the team, it's going to hurt us, but it's not going to hurt us as much because of how good Will McDonald is. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%. I mean, Will has really stepped up. Now, do I want Reddick? Obviously, but look, I mean, the Jets last night showed you how dangerous they are when they get a lead because the pass rush was ferocious.
And what Mike D's nuts said, you know, like moving the goalpost. TD said before the game, oh, well, if the Jets blow out the Pats, that's the only time I'm going to give them respect. Jets blow out the Pats. Well, it was the Patriots. The Patriots beat the Bengals, and they almost beat the Seahawks. So I don't want to hear shit about any of that. We beat a division opponent and destroyed them, and it wasn't even close. The score should have been 51-3. That's how much we blew them out. This team is good. Rodgers is going to keep getting better. He's cooking, and the division is ours, baby. And we're gonna keep winning. We're gonna win next week. We're gonna win in London, and then we're gonna win Monday night, and then be number 1 in the division. That's what's gonna happen.
PBM. Let's go. Give us a Jet chant, PBM.
Jets! 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 Jets!
Let's go. Purple Belt Mike, everybody. This guy gets up early, calls the morning show on ESPN New York. It still has the energy later in the day. I love it. Hit the like button right now. 218 likes. Let's get 400 likes. There's 400 people watching. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, what are you waiting for? It's Victory Friday, baby. Victory Friday. Aaron Rodgers is a Jet. And we waited a long time for him to cook up New England like that. Oh, my God. What a difference a year makes with that home opener. Oh, I left MetLife giddy, skipping, running around. I was depressed last year, and they won. Oh, it was so good. So good. You know what else was good? Our jersey burn at L5. Hey, New York Post, credit the L5 tailgate, man. Credit the Asmaniacs. Next time you write about our tailgate.
Let's fucking go! Let's go! J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets!
Yeah, buddy. Oh, man, what a night. What a day. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is someone who was at the L5 tailgate yesterday. we say hello to my dear friend Dre Day, who's next. Hello, Dre Day.
Jake, what's going on, my brother? What's going on, man? Oh, man, hell of a tailgate, hell of a win, hell of a trip back home. It was a hell of a Thursday, buddy.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Great to see you yesterday, man. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, yeah, you already know. Anytime I can get up to get with y'all, man, you already know I'm there. I might be there for next weekend because my cousin is a Broncos fan. So
I love it. I won't be there personally, but if you go to L5, they'll take good care of you.
All right, yeah. So you already know. JETS, Jets, 3-1 next weekend, baby.
Let's go. Let's go, Dre Day. 3-1 for the first time since 2015. They pull that off. More of your calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. Rob, the Jet fans, next. What's up, Rob?
I'm like catching up on your other show as I'm listening to you here, too.
You got to use the 2-time speed button. That's the key, right? A little 2 times, you fly by. It's great.
Late night yesterday, right, Jake?
Yeah,
but,
man. I feel like I've never not been on the air the last 24 hours. I just feel like the show it's just been one long stream.
I tell you, I wouldn't change it for nothing. I mean, do we have a quarterback or do we have a quarterback?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so pardon one slip. We have one fucking great quarterback on our team, buddy. One great quarterback. Thank God. You know, I don't mean to nitpick, Jake, but when I hear people kind of like mentioning also like Testaverde with Aaron Rodgers, come on, slow down. You know, Testaverde had a good year for us, but I mean, immediately Aaron Rodgers goes to the forefront as our best quarterback with all due respect, Joe Willie Namath. And that's it. I mean, can't really name these other guys in between. I mean, we haven't had anything like this type of talent. I mean, I'm just so giddy. I kept on telling my daughter, you know, she got frustrated last year because he got hurt after 4 plays. Maybe it's just not going to happen. This is the luck we have, Dad, and blah, blah, blah. I go, Cheryl, be patient because what you're going to see, you're going to love. And we saw the 49er game. Of course, she was unhappy. And I said, don't worry, relax, because you're going to see what's going to happen. And we were at the game yesterday, and all of a sudden, my daughter's trying to call me. She goes, Dad, oh, my God, we have a quarterback. And she was so giddy, my daughter, Cheryl. She was so happy, and so am I. And let me tell you, people got to take a step back now on Salah. People have to say, I know it's only one game so far, but the Jets, he said he was going to fix everything, Jake. And he did. He fixed everything. Okay, there was a couple of unnecessary roughness penalties, a couple of things with the timeouts, but I truly believe that that's going to be fixed also because of Aaron Rodgers being out there. So a lot of the things are going to get fixed, and the rest will be fixed from Salah. We have to now, at least after this game, we have to give a little bit of respect to Salah right now. Just a little bit. He doesn't get a pass. I'm not saying that, but give him a little bit of credit because he coached a fantastic game. I don't want to hear the freaking negativity now, at least up to this point. I don't after this game. I don't. He did his shit. And I wanted to also say thanks to my Kumba Neil again and his lovely family. I mean, I wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for him and you making that sacrifice too, Jake. I appreciate it. I mean, I was just on cloud nine. So, J-E-T-S, Jets!
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob from Glenhead. J-Quest says, Rob and I hugged it out yesterday. That's what Jet fans do. There were a lot of hugs. If you watch the post-game show, Leany was shedding some tears. Just amazing. I see Victor's back from the Shadow Realm, and it's just insulting the listener. So, oh, Victor. We'll see you later, bud. All right. Go be a Pats fan or a Bills fan or a Dolphins fan, whoever you root for, somewhere else, because on this show, we're all about the J-E-T-S.
It's J-E-T-S, Jets. I love Fireman Ed, too.
I love Fireman Ed as well. So if you tuned in to hear him give his takes on the game, rewind. Ed was with us at the beginning of the show. Joe B was with us on the first show today for an hour. And I got double header of Joe today. Hackensack Brewing Company tonight, baby. Ugh. We're going to squeeze in a nap? Probably not. I'll just drink more coffee because as Fireman Ed said, the coffee, it just tastes better after a Jet win. Especially a win like that over the Patriots. All right, a few more calls and we're going to wrap. Let's say hello to Flight Boss on the line. Hello, Flight Boss.
Like that, Patriots.
Flight Boss.
All right, a few more calls and we're going to wrap.
Flight Boss, oh no. Turn the YouTube off on your computer when you wait in StreamYard on hold. I'll come back to you. Petey in the car is next. What's up, Petey? Good to see you yesterday, my man.
Yo, you too, Jake. Just enjoying Victory Friday. It was nice to see a quarterback finally play. And Jake, I didn't think the crowd was as energetic, but it was. But if you know it.
And he's gone. Petey, put your phone on Do Not Disturb when you call in. That will help eliminate you getting cut off like that. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary is next. Hello, Gary.
What's up, Jake?
Where are you?
I'm at the Renaissance Hotel. If anyone is going to the Cardinals game, this is like right in the same parking lot as their stadium. It's a great place to stay. I got a fight at the Desert Diamond Arena. So think of like the old Meadowlands, right? Like the Izod Center and the Giant Stadium.
Yeah.
It's like that, but there's a bunch of like bars, restaurant, nightlife all around it. And there's the two stadiums right there. So if anyone's going to the Arizona Cardinals game here, this is the Renaissance in Glendale. Is right next to the stadium. Like you take a rock and throw it at the stadium.
I see.
You guys should stay here. It's a great place. It's a great place to stay.
Are you at the cornroll convention? Someone wants to know in the chat.
No, but if anyone that knows of a cornrow convention, let me know. I will gladly go and show off the cornrows.
I'm sure you would.
So I'm a little late. Morgan Moses is out for a couple weeks, they said?
Couple weeks, yeah, which considering how bad it looked at first, I think you signed for that in a second.
Yeah. Especially against Denver. You know.
Olu time, baby. Good thing we drafted him, right?
We're going to find out, right?
Oh, yeah.
Everything reported is he's good. I mean, he hasn't gotten to play much yet, but hopefully he's an above average right tackle. If he does that, then we're all good.
He looked pretty good last night. In limited reps, game was kind of out of hand, but he wasn't a liability, which I think is a good sign.
This is like the first time since Chad Pennington, like that you feel good. It's a quarterback-driven league, and we have a quarterback. Like even in the Sanchez era, we didn't have a quarterback. I mean, Sanchez wasn't bad, but he wasn't good, right? He wasn't going to win you games. Like you don't even the San Francisco game, you don't feel anything is out of reach, and you go into pretty much every game. There might be one or two games this year where you don't feel like you have the advantage at quarterback. Every other game you go into, you feel like you have the advantage at quarterback, and you have a pretty good chance to win. It's just I've never been this optimistic and I know. Okay, we played one top-notch team and we lost, but we've gotten better each week, and you've seen we've done exactly what we were supposed to do, right? Like if I would have said 3 games, 2-1, you probably say, all right, I'll take it. I'll take 2-1. That's what we are. And Denver, again, you don't look past anyone, but you'd imagine there's another win at home for Denver's not going to come into our building and beat us. It's 3-1. It's a heck of a start, Jake.
Are you coming to London with me the week after that?
Probably not. It's not looking great. Decker is going to be there in London with but like someone's got to stay. I got the 2 special need boys. Someone's got to stay with them. If I can get my parents to watch them for a couple of days, I'm going to go.
Wait, Decker's going to be in London when the Jets are there?
Yeah, with my wife and grandmother. But I got to stay back and watch the boys.
Unless are they going for the Jet game, or they just happen to be in London?
No, they were just they were supposed to go last month, but I had my niece has like serious medical issues, so they pushed it back a month. So and it just happens to be the same week.
Oh wow!
That the Jets are. Yeah.
What about your wonderful Natty? Can she watch the kids? So you can go to London.
She's in Oklahoma. She's at school. OU.
Boomer Sooner, man.
I'm trying to make it, but like my boys are. It's a lot. Like you can't just push them off with a baby.
I understand. Yeah.
But I totally lost my train of thought. I'm just saying I've never been this optimistic.
You were talking about how the decision to take Olu Fashanu over Brock Bowers was the right pick. That's what you were just saying.
I don't understand what one. Okay, I never said Olu sucks. Has Brock Bowers been good through 2 weeks? Yeah, he's been the best pass catching tight end in football. So the knock on Bowers is he doesn't play O-line. It's just a weird argument.
How was Tyler Conklin last night? He's pretty good.
Have I ever said he sucks?
No, but my whole thing with the Bowers argument was they have a good tight end. They need depth on the offensive line. Plus, Tyron Smith is probably only here for a year. Morgan Moses might only be here for a year. So you're giving yourself a huge insurance, and you're solidifying your long-term future at the same time at a premium position.
Okay, my argument was if Olu is great, then it's fine. My argument was I know exactly what I have in Bowers as a special player. I don't know that about Olu. If you're telling me that Olu is going to be a top 10 right tackle in football, great. Then it's a good pick. I have no problem with it.
Did somebody say Brock Bowers?
It's just like a weird. So the knock on Bowers is he doesn't play right tackle. Like I know.
I'm more so just trolling with you, Gary, because I see the chat was going nuts about Bowers. So I was like, all right, I'll set it up.
But you know who wanted to draft the pass catcher? The Jets. They tried to trade up.
Right.
They wanted to draft the pass catcher. So like,
yeah, but they wanted a receiver. It's a pretty big difference. They wanted Malik Neighbors. That's who they wanted.
It was Neighbors. It wasn't Rome. It was Neighbors.
I think they tried to get Rome too, but they tried to come up to the Giants at 6 and we know it was for Neighbors.
Right. So the Jets in an ideal world would have drafted a pass catcher. We just disagreed on the pass catcher. That's the only difference.
And the position.
Kind of. I mean, they're both ball catchers, right? I mean, does Brock Bowers line up like a typical tight end? Does he play?
By the way, how about Will McDonald? Another good pick by Joe Douglas.
It's a good pick. I mean, was it 14th pick, 15th pick in drafts?
The guy's got 5.5 sacks in 3 games.
He's playing well. Yeah, he's playing well. And he's gotten his chance to play because Reddick is holding out, right?
No. He would have played even if Reddick was here.
Well, yeah, because Johnson got hurt.
Well, yeah, but also he's like, if Reddick was here, it'd be Reddick and Jermaine in the base with Will McDonald and Clemens rotating in, but McDonald would play more than Clemens.
Probably, because Reddick can stuff the rush too. Yeah, he's gotten a chance to play and he's played well, but you drafted him as a top 15 pick. Like he better be good. You drafted him early. He better
But if he sucked, you'd be killing Joe Douglas. You got to give him credit when he hits on the pick.
Okay, I give him credit for hitting on the pick. I didn't hire Joe Douglas to hit on a pick.
What did you hire him for?
Build a winning team.
I think by your own words, the Jets roster in 2024 is their best roster they've had on a field in your own words since 1998.
26 years. Yeah. 26 years.
So I think Joe Douglas is doing his job right now.
It's a 1 year thing.
It's almost like judging his record when last year's a wash because the guy he built the team around got hurt 4 plays in. Kind of makes sense when you see nights like last night.
Well, when you look, I wasn't against signing Rodgers. I didn't think it was a bad idea. When you build around a 40-year-old, injuries might happen. You have to prepare for that.
But you don't expect to get right. And he deserves criticism for not having a better backup. But you can't plan for Aaron Rodgers giving you 4 snaps the entire season.
Agreed. You know, that is crazy. 4 snaps is crazy. But when you have a 40-year-old, there's and I'm not trying to be gloom and doom here. There's a chance he's going to get hurt again this year.
Right. That's why they have Tyrod Taylor. Thank God.
Yeah, and that's a serviceable backup. It's not as good as Winston, so it's not perfect, but it's a good backup. I have no complaints. I watched Taylor after Giant fans told me he was better than Danny Dimes. I watched the tape on him. It's not that he's not bad. He's actually pretty good. Like he's a pretty good backup. So yeah, it's a massive step up from Boyle or Zach Wilson for sure.
All right, Gary. Good back and forth today. I wish you well with your boxing coverage and enjoy the weekend. All right.
Have a good one, Jake.
Say hi to J Mags who lives out there. Say hi to Rat Diddy. Well, Rat Diddy might still be in New York because he was at the game last night. Say hi to him who lives out there.
I'm going to be in New York next weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
What for?
For a couple of days. There's a fight at the Garden. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who's fighting? I didn't even know.
The Puerto Rican fighter, Xander Zayas.
Okay.
You should ask V-Man about him. He's 21-year-old. He's phenomenal.
You and V-Man should get together next week.
Where does he live? Does he live in the city?
Peekskill.
How far away is that? That's upstate a little bit?
A little bit, but he can take the train down. That's what he did for my meetup.
Just tell him to come to the fight.
There you go.
His brother will be There'll be many, many Puerto Rican flags being waved. I promise you that.
I love it. Gary, enjoy yourself.
Later.
Knockouts don't matter if you land enough jabs.
Hit the like button and then hit the Gary emoji if you're a channel member. We're going to end the show soon, but we do need some more channel memberships. Hit the join button, become an official Asmaniac. Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls right now. We say hello to Petey in the car. Let's see if we can get him this time. What's up, Petey?
All right, Jake. I put it on this do not disturb. Good to see you last night, bro.
You too, man. You too. Love the headband.
Thanks. Different one today, the old logo, even though the new logo looks so much better, man. I don't even want to wear old Jet stuff. But Jake, I just think people were in shock last night, man, with Rodgers. Like, he just completely dissected that whole Patriots defense. I mean, he did what he wanted to. I mean, I can't even remember, Jake, if Vinny Testaverde did that at will with the Jets. So it was real good to see. And I don't think he got enough credit last night, Jake, but I thought Javon Kinlaw was outstanding last night.
He had a really, really good game. He did. The whole D-line really played well, Petey. I thought Kinlaw was excellent. I thought McDonald obviously was great. I thought Quinnen was awesome last night. Just watching how much attention he gets, they all played well. I mean, they had 7 sacks. Ramondre Stevenson didn't run it down their throat. I mean, you build a 2-score lead on that team, they don't have the talent to come back, and that's exactly how it played out. Petey? Thanks for the time, Petey. Story and Nolan's dad are next. Hello, Story and Nolan's dad.
What's going on, Jake?
Story, how are you?
You hear me?
I hear you, but now I can't see you.
What the hell? Can you see me now?
I see you.
I was good, man. How's everything?
Everything's pretty good, man. A little tired.
Just driving around. Yeah, man, it feels good. Today's a great day, you know, like been waiting all this time for a long time. So we finally got a team. I'm very excited about this year. I ain't go to the game last night. I'm mad about that. I wanted to know what jersey did they burn at the jersey burn thing.
They burned a Drake May jersey.
What is it, Patriot?
Drake May, yeah. Drake May Patriots jersey.
Oh, I was wondering, like, who the hell is number 18?
No, it's number 10. Number 10.
Oh, number 10. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Another thing. Do you think the reason they're not paying Hassan Reddick is because they haven't paid Brees and Garrett and Sauce and all those guys yet, so they can't give him the big bucks?
I think that is potentially part of it. I also think they don't want to extend a 30-year-old who relies on speed to a 3-year deal. I think they'd be willing to probably do 1 and maybe like a bridge where there's some money in year 2. If he gets hurt or doesn't have a good year, he still could get something coming to him. But I think it's an age thing. I also think the future contracts maybe play a part for sure.
All right. What's the situation next year as far as those young guys getting signed? Like, what do you think will happen?
You're worried about next year's story? Let's just focus on the fact they kicked the crap out of the Pats.
I'm just saying we got to keep this core. You know, like we got Allen now, but I mean, well, Brees, I'm not really concerned about him, but we definitely got to keep Garrett and Sauce.
Yeah, I think the 2 guys that get extensions are Sauce and Garrett. I think they'll wait on Jermaine now with the injury. I think Brees is a running back, so be interesting to see what they do. I would probably extend Brees early because I think you get ahead of it, and he's so valuable, and he's still so young and good that I think if you would take an extension early, I would do it. So we'll see.
Yeah. All right, man. Nice talking to you. I'll see you soon at one of the games.
Story, looking forward to it, man. Victor says, I listen to Joe. Victor, I mean, how many times are you just going to insult people, man? I'll read it, though. I enjoy this one. I listened to Joe B for years on the fan while mommy packed your lunch every day for grade school, Jake. Well, I'll tell you what. I packed my own lunch, asshole. Victor, I've seen your comments here. You're a Bills fan. What was it like to lose to Zach Wilson the last 2 years?
Just shut the fuck up. I did not ask for the dim opinion that came out of your ass. So shut the fuck up.
Thanks for watching the channel, though. I appreciate it. We'll see you in 5. All right. Flight Boss is up next. Oh, hold on. We're not going to Flight Boss. Yes, I just saw this come through the pipeline. Holy crap. Allison Tuckwab going, hello, it's the money phone here. A $50 super chat from Tuckwab, baby. Sound the alarm. Cheers, Allison. God bless. $50 to say I'm on cloud nine with the quarterback we have. Looks like we have a 39 quarterback, 40 quarterback perfectly. Couldn't believe I'm pulling for playoffs after that. Think up Super Bowl. We always get people to talk like haters. End. Allison, that is well said. I'm with you. I am on cloud nine as well. Aaron F. and Rodgers, baby. That's what an MVP quarterback looks like. Did I miss a super chat? Big fella says I did. Hold on. I'll get to that in a second. But Allison, thank you. That is a big-time super chat from Allison. Everyone salute Allison in the chat. Your support's incredible. Appreciate you. And I'm glad you got to watch a little vintage A-Raj. This was sick. Victory Friday, Jet fans. Rejoice. We got a quarterback. Big fella says, tell Gary's nanny the real UT is going to kick some Sooner ass tomorrow. There you go. One last call, and then we wrap. And then I'm doing another show tonight with Beningo. We're never not working, baby. I'm doing 4 shows after we were on the air till 3 in the morning last night. I did the show with Joe this morning, the Jake Asman football show with Cole Thompson, which I do every Friday. We cover the entire NFL, but we led with the Jets, obviously. And then this show. And then Joe B tonight. Barbarossa's in the house. He's next. He wraps us up today. What's up, Barbarossa?
All right, Jake. Thanks. It's an honor to be wrapping up the show, man. That was a great freaking game last night. I wanted to say last week when I called in, guys, don't worry. We'll be 2-1 by the next time I talk to y'all. But I didn't, and I'm glad. I might have jinxed it. So, that was definitely a great win. And I want to know, did everybody see the celebration they were doing when they got a sack every time?
The Jermaine.
Yeah, man. It's this team loves each other. They really love each other, and I think that could really be the difference. When you get down to the wire, how much these guys care about each other, because you really can see it when they play. You really can.
100%. They and look, they have a lot of likable guys on this team. I think that's what's so exciting. Like, just a lot of really good dudes. Like, we've gotten to know the personalities a lot. The Jets, I think, do a good job with their social media, kind of promoting their players, and the One Jets Drive stuff is great. So we're starving as fans, and I think they feed off that. They understand how much it would mean for this team to actually be good. Yeah.
And the last thing I just want to say is this is to Victor. This is your window. This is how much it's open. Enjoy Buffalo, dude. They suck. Take care.
Barbarossa talking that crap today. I love it. Great call, man. Look at that Jets-Bills game. Jets could be 4-1, and Bills could be 4-1. I think both go into that game. That'll be something. You met a MetLife for that? Oh, baby. Let's go. All merch at jakeasman.com is currently 15% off if you use promo code JETSWIN. Trying to celebrate a Jet win altogether. Hell yeah. Thanks again to Fireman Ed for joining the show. He's one of the greats. One of the greats. 65th birthday was yesterday. Could that have been any better? Tonight, if you don't have Friday night plans, you do now. Join me and Joe B. when we talk Jets at 7:30. The Oh the Pain podcast in Hackensack, New Jersey. Who needs a house out in Hackensack? Hackensack Brewing Company, 78 Johnson Avenue. Bro, as Joe would say, I will see you guys there. I can't wait. What a night it was yesterday. What a day it was. Thank you to Joe B for coming on this morning. Fireman Ed today. Boy Green's coming on tomorrow. Please hit the like button on your way out of here and subscribe to the channel. Both things are free, and it immensely helps this channel continue to grow. So thank you all for supporting the show. Once again, I'd be remiss if I didn't say this a million more times. Everyone I met yesterday while I'm in the parking lot or at L5 or just walking through the concourse in the seats, you all were so great. So this fan base is special. Thank you to everyone for saying hello. Glad we got a win all together. It's a Victory Friday, our second win in 4 days. Damn. It's fun to be a Jet fan right now. How about that? How about that, baby? All right. That does it for me. Thank you all for your support. My name is Jake Asman. If you've been watching for the last 90 minutes, you probably figured that one out. I will talk to you guys soon. Jets. Jets.
Let's fucking go! Let's go!
The Dolphins are done. Their season is over. Tua, another concussion. You know why? You need an offensive line, you moron! And then there's Mike McDaniel. He has no balls. He has no brains. He is an overrated piece of shit. The worst coach in the league. This team is pathetic, putrid, heartless, gutless, ballless, everything else.
Here I come. Here I come. Boom!
We're trying to change this whole attitude around here. We're trying to build something special here. Get these fans to believe in us. They've been tortured for a long time, but it's great to be a Jet.